is up, my fellow gamers? Nexy's here, and today we're going to be talking about the fact Treyarch has not answered the question of whether or not Black Ops 3 will be coming to the old-gen consoles. This means basically the PS3 and the Xbox 360. So obviously, without a doubt, we don't need any reason to hint towards the game coming to Xbox One and PS4. That's kind of obvious. The question now remains of whether or not that the old-gen consoles are going to be dropped off in terms of ignored from the current games that are now coming out. Who knows, because anyone that still plays on an old-gen console that does not have a next-gen console, or current-gen if you want to call it that now, since they have been out for quite some time, it's kind of worrisome to some of those people, including myself. I only play on the PS3 and the PC. However, I don't play shooter games on the PC. The only shooter game that I play is Call of Duty, and when I do play Call of Duty, it's only on the PS3 because that's where all my friends are. I usually don't play games unless I have friends to play them with, at least when it comes to the multiplayer. So when it comes to multiplayer Call of Duty, I only play on the PS3. So this kind of worries me because Treyarch has yet to answer the question of whether or not that Black Ops 3 will be coming to PS3 and 360. Obviously, without a doubt, it's coming to the current gen or next gen, but to come to the old gen, that's the question that remains. Now, I'm just curious here. The reason why I'm making this commentary is I'm curious to how many people out there are still playing on old-gen consoles and still do not have a next-gen console or current-gen, whatever you want to refer to as. So, me personally, I don't have an Xbox One or a PS4. The reason for that is if I choose to go and buy something that's up to date, I'm going to upgrade my computer instead, because I have so many more games that I play on the computer than, say, something on the PS4. Because, like I said, the only console game I really play is Call of Duty. Every other game I play is usually on PC, so I'd rather just upgrade a PC than get a next-gen console. So that's just my opinion, so this is a little worrisome. If anyone finds out that Treyarch has confirmed that Call of Duty will be coming to the old-gen consoles, please let me know in the comment section below, because I, at the moment, do not know this. However, if Charlie Intel ever brings it out, then I will know, or maybe someone's going to tweet it out on Twitter, because I see a lot of retweets going out these days, since I kind of use Twitter more often now. So who knows, maybe I'll find the information on myself. For those of you guys out there, how many of you do not have a next-gen console and are still playing on PS3 or Xbox 360? Leave a comment down below. I'm curious to see how many people, at least in terms of my viewers, still have the old-gen consoles, because if Treyarch does choose to ignore the PS3 and the Xbox 360, that could be a lot of potential customers that are thrown out the window for their profits. However, if it's anything like Advanced Warfare, Treyarch will not be making the PS3 and 360 versions. They will be making the PS4 and Xbox One versions, and then they're going to get some kind of third company out there to make the older versions, because that's what happened with Advanced Warfare. Sledgehammer made Advanced Warfare for the next-gen consoles, and then they had this other studio, I forget what their name is, I'm sorry, whatever studio that did that, but you deserve credit. Whatever studio it was, they decided to, or they were hired to basically make the PS3 and Xbox 360 versions. So I have a feeling this is going to happen. I just don't see any companies bailing on the old-gen consoles just yet. Maybe after a year or two of the consoles being out. Actually, when did they come out? I think it was in the summer or something like that. Honestly, I can't even remember when the PS4 came out. What I do know is they probably won't abandon us just yet, us PS3 and 360 players, until about maybe another year or two at least. I would assume so, because the consoles are still pretty expensive, and a lot of people out there still prefer to just play the older consoles. However, you could see an agenda pushing forward where they are trying to force us to purchase the next-gen consoles, and by doing that, they're going to make games specifically for them. So who knows exactly what's going to be happening. We just have to wait until Treyarch confirms whether or not the PS3 and 360 will be available for the Black Ops 3. How many of you, again, are worried about this? And I'm just going to leave it at that, guys. I'm just a little bit worried myself. So don't forget to leave your comments down below, your opinion on this matter, whether you are afraid or not. And of course, the most important part of your comment, make sure to let me know how many of you are still playing only on the old-gen consoles. That way, if Treyarch ever comes across this video, which I doubt, but if they ever did, they would be able to see exactly how many people do not have the next-gen console still. And this will definitely give some kind of analogy or idea of how many people still have still haven't bought on the next-gen consoles, I guess you could say. So just go ahead, leave that down below. Hope you guys enjoyed this commentary, and I will see you guys next time.